evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Memorial Gymnasium here in Kennedy Sports and Recreation Center, the campus of Juniata College. Here on Flow Sports with some landmark conference men's basketball. Tonight's game features the visiting Cardinals of Catholic University against the hosts, the Juniata College Eagles, as we meet the starting lineup for the Cardinals. At senior guard number 1, Dan Buckley. Senior forward number 4, Sean Nealon. First year guard number 12, Matthew Gorman. Senior forward number 21, Justin Green. And junior forward number 40, Jamie Ntamwa. Catholic led by 6-year head coach Aaron Kelly, 2006 graduate of Catholic. Been incredibly successful with this storied program here since taking over. And now we'll meet the starters for Juniata. Senior guard number 1, Mason Hardy. Sophomore guard number 15, Ty Kosak. First year forward number 22, Jaden Aze. First year guard number 33, Aiden Hurley. And a first year forward number 35, Jaden Bilger. Juniata led by longtime head coach Greg Curley. I'm Matt Shalaba here with you again on Flow Sports Network. If you tuned in the last few games, you may have heard my voice. I'm with you for the holiday tournament, home games last week. Excited to be back here again for some more landmark basketball as the Cardinals, of course, come in riding high. Did obviously just recently fall out of the national top 25, having been inside the top 25 for a number of weeks. They fell to Drew by 5 points over the weekend. Drew now the only undefeated team in Landmark Conference play. But nonetheless, Catholic, a reigning Landmark Conference men's basketball champions, will expect to maintain a high standard of play here. Meanwhile, Juniata continues to search for the first win of their 2024-25 campaign. 0-12 for the Eagles. It has been, 0-13 now. It has been tough sledding for Juniata. Obviously, they've faced a lot of good teams. They've come close in a lot of games, but in a competitive conference like the Landmark, nothing comes easy. In facing one of the predominant groups in the Landmark Conference, they are hoping to put together one of their best performances of the season here at home and maybe get their first win. So after missing the opening shot, Catholic responds. Ends up being Justin Green who draws the shooting foul underneath the basket. Call goes against Kosak, his first personal. As you hear as well, my father, Joe Shalaba, who you heard if you were with us for the tournament, is joining me again tonight.
I don't want to get in your way. You got a whole system here.
Green misses the first free throw. So as my father settles in here, just as the teams begin to settle into the game, 19-11 on the clock, so less than a minute played here. Green, his second free throw is off the front end, but ends up gathering the offensive board, tipped out by Ntamwa. Ends up being a three-point attempt for Sean Nealon, who is Catholic's leading three-point shooter, and he cashes in. So multiple attempts yielding points there for Catholic. Not a prolific long-range shooting team by any means, but Nealon is the best of the bunch. Shooting 50% from three-point range on the season, 43 of 86, make that 44 of 87. Nealon there, meanwhile, picks up a personal foul. And it'll send Jaden Aze to the line to shoot a pair. So Juniata a chance to respond at the free throw line. You're all settled in there, Joseph?
I think so. I think I'm settled in now.
So I was mentioning Juniata still searching for their first win of the season. Last game was a road loss at Goucher over the weekend.
Well, in the last home game, Matt, I mean, they unfortunately missed some free throws, and here we are right off the bat. Hopefully get into a little bit of a roll, stay closer so that you don't have to make that run at the end.
Yeah, as they hosted Moravian midweek last week, nearly came back in that game, ended up falling, had a chance to win it on a last-second buzzer beater, a shot attempt, but couldn't get it to fall. It was a really exciting game. But Aze made 1 of 2. Intamwawa's stuffed combination of Aze and Kosak on defense.
And
Bilger.
Yep, Bilger got the block.
I was given a pronunciation correction. We have been saying Jaden's last name wrong for most of the season. It is Bilger.
It's Bilger
instead of Bilger.
Okay,
I was told.
Well, that's what
before the game started.
That's what the pronunciation guide said, and we've been doing it on PA and everything. So,
I know.
So it's good. Well, let's get it right.
We got it right now. So Bilger, as Kozak there, then misses the layup. So it remains 3-1 in favor of Catholic. Nealon over to Justin Green. Justin Green, Kosak had some hands in there. It ends up being last touch by Green, so that'll be a Catholic turnover. First turnover of the game for either team. Quickly, the rebounding battle is already 4-1 in Catholic's favor. Obviously, very early, but Catholic, a team that likes to win inside, win the rebounding battle. As Mason Hardy will then turn the ball over for Juniata. So quickly back in Catholic's possession. Nealon drives, kicks, Intamwoa. Easy finish there. Aze over to Hurley. Hurley finds Kosak, top of the arc, over to Hardy. Looks to kick into Aze, but it had kicked away on the pass. Dan Buckley there, senior guard. Anyone that's been around landmark basketball, Catholic basketball, it feels like Dan Buckley has been around forever. He is finally a senior this year, but I feel like I've seen the kid for a long time. I've been working in the landmark for many years now. Bilger, the ball there, kicks out to Hurley. Finds Hardy. 5 on the shot clock. Gonna find Kozak. Bit of a grenade pass there. Ends up being a turnover. Gorman unable to finish the initial transition layup as Kozak kind of trailed him a little bit, and then Juniata ends up corralling the board. So Catholic probably maybe just took the foot off the gas a little too early there. Thought they had an easy transition bucket. Juniata, meanwhile, another shot. That one's going to be blocked by Intamwa. So no field goals yet for Juniata. That's going to be Nealon, corner 3, a second three-point make for the senior in the early minutes here. Catholic out to an 8-1 lead.
When you have a team when you're only scoring about mid-50s as your average or upper 50s, you really, really need to depend on your defense. It's so much pressure on your defense.
Well, Juniata obviously is a team that prides itself and its identity under Coach Curley on their defense. It's been that way for decades now, of course. And it's given them a platform to be in some of these games despite not having a win yet this season. And it was, especially with Catholic not being quite as prolific a long-distance shooting team as some of the other opponents they face, you have to think that will favor Juniata at least being able to stay within touching distance of the Cardinals. However, they're going to need to start hitting some field goals here if they're going to keep up with Catholic. Meanwhile, that's going to be a turnover. Justin Green loses possession of the ball there.
With Juniata averaging 56 points a game, and it just puts a lot of pressure on your defense. The Eagles have been, as you said, a very strong defensive team under Greg Curley since Greg's been here. But it's just hard to win games when you've got to keep them under 60.
Morris, Ivory, and Jordan Schiffler in the game as Mason Hardy hits the turnaround finger roll in the painted area. Finally, Juniata gets their first field goal of the game. But Schiffler and Ivory both in the game for Juniata. That's going to be a mishandle by Ethan Hines there, who checked in for Catholic during the previous exchange, along with number 33, Charlie Hepting. Meanwhile, number 34 for Juniata, Malcolm Griffith, checks in. And number 5, Trey Yawn for the Eagles as well. And Peter Galeen in for Catholic. There's a turnover for Juniata as Yawn attempted to pass, but his man kind of fell to the ground before he was able to receive it, so it went straight out of bounds. But Juniata, as has been the case throughout the season, there's a lot of first years on this team and a lot of rotation. They expect to use a lot of players. So they continue to tinker for what they hope will be a winning formula, not just some point in this season, but down the road, as they want to build some cohesion, as much of this group will expect to be together and see for a number of years to come.
That was Hepting on the bucket for Catholic.
Morris Ivory drives, finish off the iron, rebounded by Buckley. He finds Nealon. Transition three is good. A third three-point make for Nealon. And that's going to draw the timeout from Coach Curley. With Catholic leading by 10 points here. It's a 30-second timeout for Juniata. We'll be back in just a moment. Cupcake. All right, so 13:47 on the clock here in the first half. Catholic with a 10-point lead here in the early going. They've been doing a lot of damage from downtown. Sean Nealon, 9 points on 3 made three-pointers. All of his shots, he's 3 of 4. All come from downtown. Charlie Hepting and Jamie Intamois, each with 2 points to round out Catholic's total. Meanwhile, Mason Hardy has a made layup for Juniata, and Jaden Aze has a made free throw for their 3 points. William Littles Jr. into the game for Juniata. Schiffler tries to find Yawn on the backdoor cut, but the pass is a little too much mustard on it, goes out of bounds. Certainly not the first time this season, but the Eagles offense a little lethargic out of the gates. Nealon, another three-pointer, open in the corner. Defense was, just a half step late there to get out on the contest.
Nealon averaging 16 points a game, and he has 12 so far.
Schiffler steps out of bounds there. He's pressured by Nealon. Nealon will go to the bench after a nice sequence there.
Other landmark men's games, University of Scranton is at Moravian. Susquehanna is leading Lycoming, 19-9. E-Town at Goucher, and Wilkes leads Drew 24-14.
That's going to be an offensive foul there. Peter Galeen, the first-year guard from Needham, Massachusetts. A little too much shoulder and arm there, pushing off as he drove into the lane. So that'll be his first personal.
Looks like the clock was running a little bit there after the whistle.
16-3. Sean Nealon with 12 of Catholic's 16 points. He is on the bench right now. Juniata, no starters on the floor for the Eagles right now. Trey Yon drives in, kicks out. Morris Ivory. It's a travel there. A little too many steps as he tried to gather into the shooting stance.
Juniata women, by the way, fell earlier this evening down at Catholic, 76-62.
It's over already.
Yeah, they started early.
Oh.
They started at 5, I believe.
Must have. So here's Peter Galeen to Justin Green. Charlie Hepting hands off to Ethan Hines. Hines trying to find Matthew Gorman there on the pass, but off the mark. It'll be a turnover, Catholic. Dan Buckley returns for the Cardinals. And C.J. Ruoff will check into the game for the first time for Catholic. Juniata not scored for a couple of minutes here. Hardy's layup in the paint is the last points for the Eagles. Littles Jr. drive in, step back. Long twos off the mark. Rebounded by Hepting. Not a particularly high percentage look there. Buckley will kick out to Green. Drives, pass. Ends up being tipped out to Buckley. He'll drive in, jump stop, kick out. Off the mark, the three-pointer from Gorman. Trey Yon moves quickly, kicks out to Schiffler. Littles Jr. Finds Malcolm Griffith. He's going to pull up from mid-range. That's off the mark, back iron. Dan Buckley corrals another rebound. Buckley to Ruoff. Back to Buckley. He'll drive baseline. Kicks out. Ruoff, 3. In and out. But the easy, uncontested rebound. Offensive board for Justin Green there. Puts it back. Melchizedek Jonah getting ready to sub in for Juniata. Morris Ivory over to Trey Yon. He finds Schiffler. Back to Ivory. Drives. It's another mid-range. Off the mark, rebounded by Justin Green.
Just inside the free throw line there. Not a bad look, just couldn't get it to roll.
Yeah, a step further in than the last couple mid-range shots, but as there, we have a made 3 by Matthew Gorman from the corner.
This is kind of the danger zone right now. Down 18, 10 minutes to play in the first half. Juniata has to find some offense in the near term or it could be a long night.
Littles Jr. kicks out to Ivory. Back to Littles Jr. Schiffler, Trey Yon. Yon will drive. Over by Buckley, but it'll be a foul call. Goes against Buckley. First personal, third team foul for Catholic. That'll send Yon to the line to shoot a pair. And looks like we got a full wave substitution ready to come in for Juniata. Hardy, Hurley, and Kosak all, and Bilger. Yon hits the first. So Kosak has shooter, Mason Hardy has shooter, but Kosak, Hurley, Jonah, and Bilger all in.
And one of the tendencies when you have a slow start and get behind so quickly is to try to make it all out at once, and you can't do it. You got to keep doing what you do. Get a few stops here and there, work your way down to try to finish this 10-minute, win this 10 minutes.
Nice pass. Intamwa found a backdoor cutting Nealon, who kicked out to Dan Buckley for the open three-pointer. It's another three-point make. So the Cardinals seemingly breaking a little bit of tendency tonight. Done a lot of their damage from downtown early. Hurley finds Bilger. He's going to pull up from mid-range. That one's short off the front iron, rebounded by Nealon. Quickly up to Green. Nealon, chance to step into the transition three. Easy pass to Jamie Intamwa instead, who finishes with the mismatch.
He's the third Catholic scorer that averages in double figures at 10 a game. Nealon and Herbert each averaging 16 and 15, respectively.
I've not seen Brian Herbert tonight. I believe he may be injured, so may not see him at all tonight.
Right.
However, it does not seem to slow Catholic down here in the early going. Intamwa stripped by Ty Kosak. Looking for options. Juniata moving quickly. He finds Hurley. Hurley's going to take the three, and that's what he can give you. They're happy to have him back. He started tonight, and hopefully he's going to jumpstart a little bit of Juniata offense there. First made three-pointer of the game for Juniata. Just their second made field goal. Buckley pump fakes, drives, goes for a little fancy flare pass behind the back to Intamwa, but read well by the defense. Trey Yon looks to move quickly, but the handle's lost. It's going to be gathered by C.J. Ruoff. Up to Nealon. Nealon passes off to Green. Green's going to drive baseline. Too strong. Bilger, the ball fell right into his hands, but he was standing out of bounds. So Catholic will maintain possession here. Catholic's going to take a timeout. 30 seconds. The Cardinals, they lead by 19 points, 7:23 to go in the first half. We'll be back in a moment.
All right. Well, Matt, when you look at the stats, I mean, we have combined 16 turnovers in the first 13 minutes, 9 for Juniata, 7 for Catholic. But it's been the hot shooting for the Cardinals, that 6 of 9 from three-point range, 10 of 17 overall. Juniata, 2 of 10, 1 for 1 on the three-point with Hurley's three. But for Juniata to climb back from a 22-point deficit, it was 26-4. And now it's 26-7. So a long way to come back, but plenty of time to do it.
Peter Galeen back in the game for Catholic. Here's Sean Nealon, leads all scorers. 12 points, 4 of 5 from downtown. Dan Buckley over to Galeen. He'll drive, it's out of bounds, off of Galeen. So that'll be another turnover, as you just mentioned, out of the timeout there. I think Coach Aaron Kelly, for now, if you're looking at it from his perspective, the ball's been a little loose, but they also feel like moving quickly has yielded a lot of good open opportunities for them. So he might be willing to take that trade-off. Catholic and Kelly's regime, obviously historically a very disciplined team. Melchizedek Jonas off the mark from downtown there. Kosak gets the board, saves it, and throws it off of Hines. So Juniata will maintain possession there.
Good hustle play by Kozak, and that's what you expect, and that's the norm from him. He's a hustler. He definitely not afraid of contact, not afraid to go the extra step to get to the ball.
Hardy's pass out of the reach of Bilger, right out of bounds. So after Kosak's effort to save possession there, it immediately goes by the wayside. But Kosak, great hustler, solid size, but particularly after some better scoring pace early on in the season, he's down below 10 points a game, 9.9 a game right now. So he's relinquished the scoring lead.
There's another turnover, great steal there.
Well done by Jonah there, but I think the key for Juniata is going to be unlocking Ty Kosak's offense, not just in this game, but for the rest of this season. I think he's got all the tools to be a dynamic scorer, great driver, obviously great motor. Just a sophomore. Hardy kicks to Hurley. Bilger covered up well. They're looking to find him in there, but disciplined defense. Hurley's running layup off the mark, ends up coming back to him. He's going to go up again. That one's stuffed by Charlie Hepting. Maybe a little ill-advised for Hurley to go up, straight back up there amongst all the trees.
It's the 6'7" Hepting.
Galeen. They're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot and before any potential travel. Call goes against Melchizedek Jonah. First personal, second team foul for Juniata. So good shape in that department. The inbound nearly intercepted by Jonah. Catholic will maintain possession here. Gorman into Galeen. Galeen drives right into Kosak. That'll be a travel. Good call there. CJ Ruoff back in the game for Catholic. Jaden Aze returns for Juniata.
We say that the last 4 minutes of the half and the first 4 minutes of the second half are big deciders of how games will go, and Juniata is getting close to that point now where they're going to have to really have a strong close to this first half to have a chance to swing this game around.
A mantra I've begun to hear more in football as well in recent times.
Always talk about score and then get the first score of the second half.
Littles Jr., a step back, long two, foot was on the line, but it's off the mark regardless. There's Hepting. He'll find Ruoff. Over to Nealon, corner three. He's done some damage from there, but guarded by Littles Jr. Nice pass to a cutting Green. Bilger with the clean block. Corralled by Ty Kosak. Nice play there by Jaden Bilger. Kosak will drive. Can't finish, but draws the foul. Foul goes against Matthew Gorman, the first year from Media, Pennsylvania. Kosak will go to the line, shoot a pair. And again, Juniata just 2 made field goals so far. Obviously only 7 points. It's not out of the realm of reasonability, but now 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. Dan Buckley returns. Gorman goes to the bench. Juniata 2 of 14 from the floor. Meanwhile, Catholic 10 of 18. Kosak hits both. That'll make it 26-9. So 17-point deficit.
Juniata's defense actually has kept them in this game. I mean, it could be a lot worse right now.
Absolutely, especially the pace of Nealon. I mean, he hit 3 of his 4 made three-pointers within the first 5 minutes of the game. Only had 1 since. Damage could have been a lot more severe.
Good steal.
Nice steal. Kosak gets in after Aze held up Hepting, but Kosak tries to go coast to coast. The layup goes off the iron, eventually goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Catholic.
It's good hustle there.
Trey Yawn in the game for Juniata.
The hustle helped with the extra deflection, and then that went off of Catholic. So,
yeah, there's been a lot of good plays on defense, good hustle plays on offense, yielding some extra opportunities, but still 10 turnovers for Juniata and just obviously a paltry 13% from the floor. They need some of this to pay in points, as
right.
Bilger's mid-range shot is off the mark. Buckley, Ruoff, Nealon, trail three.
Yeah.
Good. He has been cashed tonight. 5 of 6 from downtown for 15 points. Trey Yon, some space over there. He'll drive in. The layup's high, off the mark. Rebounded by Intamwa. Ruoff kicks out Nealon, another 3.
Nope.
This one's off. Littles Jr. gathers the board.
Good closeout on that. Didn't make it as easy of a three-pointer for him on that one. Juniata again with the turnover. That's up to 11 now. Both teams with 11 turnovers.
11 each, but you see what difference it makes. You can turn the ball over 11 times if you shoot 55% from the floor and 64% from downtown. Buckley to Nealon, Intamwa. Back over to Ruoff. Intamwa, pick and roll, easy finish. Nice reach for the junior from Leesburg, Virginia. Hardy looks to drive, kicks out to Trey Yon. Littles Jr. Back to Hardy. Yon, Littles Jr. open from 3. It's good. Second made three-pointer for Juniata. Aiden Hurley with the other. Obviously can't get it all back at once, but it's easier to get it back in 3s than 2s. Dan Buckley, however, is open for 3. Transition on the other end. Defense was a little stretched out, trying to just a little singular full-court man defense. Yields an open opportunity for Catholic to get a response. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Malcolm Griffith, he's going to pull out mid-range. Good. Nice touch from the foul line there. Juniata, obviously, they like to get a lot of play in the painted area around the basket, and there's not been a lot of layup opportunities there. Charlie Hepting, Jamie Intamwa.
Travel.
Both good size there for Catholic on the defensive end.
Fouls on number 2, William Littles Jr.
Meanwhile, William Littles Jr. is going to pick up personal foul on the floor there as Morris Ivory and Aiden Hurley return to the game.
I almost said about a minute or so ago that I thought a key for Juniata to having a chance here was to keep them under 35. Now it's back to 36.
Intamwa, easy, just came open right underneath the basket on the inbound play. Hurley, pump fakes, takes the 3. Almost in, just a little strong. CJ Ruoff with the board, he'll bring the ball up. 36-14, favor of Catholic. Trey Yon, strip, layup, good. Nice play from the first year. Inbounded. Nealon, 15 points on the game. 5 of 7 from three-point land.
Juniata only has 3 personal fouls, 3 team fouls, so they could play tight defense here. Don't give up any easy buckets.
Ruoff from 3 is off the mark. Mason Hardy is going to gather the board. Under a minute to go. Morris Ivory, he's open from 3.
Nope, short.
It's off the mark. Ruoff, another board. It's been a fairly quick first half. Only 8 combined fouls, a couple timeouts, so not a lot of stoppages. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock for Catholic. Ruoff, another 3. This one's good, and that's another assist for Nealon. 4th assist for Nealon. All of a sudden, that Catholic lead is starting to swell again. 23-point advantage. Juniata's going to hold for the last shot here.
I think that's the largest lead. It was 22 a couple times.
Is indeed. Mason Hardy, nice cut in, got the bounce pass from Yon. Not quite able to finish the layup. Had a chance for a 3-point play, but will go to the line to shoot 2. Jamie Intamwa picks up the personal foul there.
Mason Hardy with 2 shots for the Eagles.
Hardy's first is no good. Makes the second. 5.9 on the clock here. Just enough time for Catholic to potentially get one last shot off here. Ruoff heaves off the front iron fairly well. Solid directionally there, but just short of what he needed. So the Catholic Cardinals are going to take a 22-point advantage into the halftime break. They lead 39-17 over Juniata. Sean Nealon leads all scorers with 15 points, 5 of 7 from downtown. He also leads Catholic with 4 assists. Justin Green and Dan Buckley, 4 rebounds apiece. Meanwhile, Juniata.
Yeah, Juniata, Hardy, Littles, Yawn, Hurley all with 3 points apiece. Kozak and Griffith with 2. Aze with 1 on the team stat side. Catholic, as if you've been watching this first half, hot shooting, 15 of 26, 58% from the field, including 9 of 15 from on the three-point line, 60%. They have missed both free throws. Juniata, 5 of 22, that's 23% from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 5 of 8 at the line. Both teams having some turnover issues, 12 for Catholic, 11 for Juniata, with Catholic getting 12 points off turnovers and Juniata 7 rebounds, 20-10. The big lead there for Catholic. And on the assist side, 11 for Catholic, 2 for Juniata, but the Eagles have only scored 5 field goals. So
it is noteworthy for Catholic. 11 of their 15 made field goals have been assisted.
That's right.
So a lot of great movement.
Yeah.
But we'll be back with you here in about 10 minutes as we get ready for the second half here with Juniata hosting Catholic. Back for the second half here at Juniata College. Catholic leading Juniata by a score of 39-17. Catholic will have the first possession of the second half. Inbounded to Dan Buckley. Is off to Nealon. Matthew Gorman over Justin Green. Jamie Intamwa back to Dan Buckley. Finds Jamie Intamwa. Easy. Buckley drew the double. Just play the pick and roll there. Easy finish for Intamwa. Mason Hardy. That's Jaden Aze for Juniata. Back to Hardy. He'll drive. Up and good. Finishes the tough layup through some contact there. Just the 6th field goal of the night for Juniata as we begin the second half. Catholic swinging the ball around here. Sean Nealon leads all scorers, 15 points. Jamie Intamwa drives, covered by Bilger, but excellent finish high off the glass from Intamwa there, so that's 4 straight points for the junior to start things off for the Cardinals. Aiden Hurley passes up the 3, finds Bilger. He's guarded by Nealon. Pass to Aze, bounces back to Bilger, who makes the mid-range jumper from the elbow. So also 4 straight points for Juniata to start the second half. 2 from Hardy, 2 from Bilger. Couple of makes for the Eagles after significant offensive struggles in the first, so they'll hope they can keep this going here. Ideally pair it with some stops here on the defensive end. Speaking of which, Justin Green has his pass intercepted by Aiden Hurley. Hardy kicks to Bilger. Bilger finds Aze. Ty Kosak. Back to Mason Hardy. He's going to take a 3. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Justin Green. Buckley kicks into Intamwa. Wow, nice spin move, turn around, finger roll. Half hook almost there. Excellent from Intamwa. 6 points here for him in the second half. Go with the 8 he had in the first half, so he's up to 14 now. Mason Hardy pulls up from mid-range, off the mark, rebounded by Jamie Intamwa. Buckley kicks out to Justin Green. Intamwa. Matthew Gorman drives, kicks out. Intamwa. Dan Buckley passes up the 3, steps into the mid-range. Deep 2 is good. Catholic yet to miss here in the second half, continuing their hot shooting from the first half. Now up to 63% from the floor. Aiden Hurley off the mark from downtown for Juniata, rebounded by Green. So despite Juniata starting with some points in the second half, which were hard to come by in the first, they're still down by more than they were as Jamie Intamwa continues his dominant start to the second half. Another make, draws the foul, chance to complete the 3-point play. Foul is on Jaden Aze. First personal for him.
Other games in the league, the men's on the second half right now. Wilkes 48-40, 16 to go in the game. Goucher and E-Town 29-28 late in the first. And Susquehanna leads Lyco 55-41.
Intamwa completes the 3-point play, and then will have a seat after scoring 9 points in less than 4 minutes to start the second half. Hardy looking for an opening. He's going to kick out to Kosak. Morris Ivory back in the game for Juniata, along with Trey Yawn and Malcolm Griffith. Griffith kicks to Hardy. He's going to pull up. Behind the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Charlie Hepting. Nealon gets a step on Kozak. He's going to drive in. Finishes over top of Malcolm Griffith. Hardy. Very nice dribble move. Got his defender way off balance. Ended up stepping back into the three. It's just off the mark. Nice passing there. Finds Malcolm Griffith for the opening. He misses the initial, but gets his own miss and puts it back. Decent sequence there on offense for Juniata. CJ Ruoff in the game for Catholic. Nealon again.
Wow.
From downtown. Make it 6 of 8.
It's not like they're wide open.
No,
shots.
that was decent defense on that one there, but just nothing you can do when he's feeling it like this.
Right. Well, and they list him at 6'6". I mean, so it's not.
He's all of it. He's all that 6'6".
He looks pretty good about 6'6". So it's.
Again, I mean, he came into the game. He's a 50% season shooter on the season. Had made 43 of them. He's now made 49 on the season. Kosak's first free throw is in and out as Nealon did pick up a second personal foul there. So he'll go to the bench. Kosak makes the second.
So Catholic is 5. They're 5 of 17 from 2-point shots, and 10 of 16 from three-point range.
Yep. Yep, they primarily Nealon, but they have had the touch. As CJ Ruoff says, I want to join the party. That's another made 3 for him and the Cardinals. That's his second of the game. And they just cannot miss from downtown right now. Melchizedek Jonah drives in, kicks out. Griffith. William Littles Jr. finds Morris Ivory. He's going to step into the mid-range. That's wide right. Rebounded by Charlie Hepting. And after a decent start for Juniata, it's just been a landslide the other way as Ruoff unable to finish, but draws the foul there against Griffith. First personal for Griffith.
Well, how do you slow him down? I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's just the way it is. It's just one of those nights because they're making everything.
I mean, right now, Nealon's on the bench.
Right.
So that's really the only thing you can say. But what you cannot allow, regardless of who's taking it, is open three-pointers like Ruoff had on that last sequence. You got to chase them off the line. I mean, Nealon made some really tough shots, and when he's on the floor, he's got 20 points now, 6 of 8 from downtown. There may not be much you can do, but while he's on the bench, your goal should be to win those sequences. Eagles trailing by 35 now. Griffith will kick out to Ivory. Finds Trey Yawn. William Littles Jr. He's going to take a 3, top of the arc, no good. Rebounded by Justin Green. I mean, the other thing is the Eagles are being absolutely dominated on the boards, which is making a huge difference. It yields second chance opportunities. Second chance opportunities from 3 are often some of the highest percentage looks that you're going to get.
There's this
pass a little wide there, Green. Corralled by Griffith. Trey Yawn, nice move. Wow. Nice finish from the young man there. Hit the afterburners, nice little crossover. Easy finish. And the rebounds right now, Catholic 25, Juniata 11. I mean, that goes beyond just a size mismatch. That is, you're not boxing out. Ruoff gets an open three off the pick and roll. More of a pick and fade, but that one is in and out. Catholic finally misses from downtown. Morris Ivory. Melchizedek Jonah will drive. Clean stuff there. Charlie Hepting got there and got a hand of the ball. Juniata will maintain possession here. Nealon and Buckley and Intamwa will all return. So back to the starting group for Catholic, who arguably could sit their starters at this point.
It's getting late.
It's getting late early.
Back off a little bit here.
But
all right, fine. Just one of those deals where it's just.
But this team has a point to prove. You know, they just fell out of the top 25 after their loss to Drew over the weekend. They want to prove that they are still the front runners here in the Landmark Conference.
I just noticed they're 7-0 away. So
yes,
they're a good road team.
This is a very disciplined team. Coach Aaron Kelly, as mentioned, in his 6th year. He's a 2006 graduate of Catholic, so he knows these kids. He knows this program. The reigning Landmark champs. Intamwa stuffed by Morris Ivory, I think, was the one who really got a hand of it there. Little's back to Melchizedek Jonah, Trey Yon. Really a smaller group, 4 guards, and then Bilger in down low. He gets the pass from Yon, guarded by Intamwa, but kind of, he got a foul call there.
I think he must have hit his other arm.
Must have, yeah. It looked like the ball kind of fell out of his grip initially, but
yeah, I think he
taking a hit on the other arm there from Intamwa, which is just his 2nd personal.
They always tell us when we're officiating to watch the below the wrist. Because if anything above the wrist, it's not a foul. You know, anything, it's not a foul. If it's below the wrist, you might have a foul. And that one, I think, was good. I think it was a good call because he got his arm, the shooting arm.
Bilger off the mark. Jordan Schiffler returns to the game for Juniata.
Eagles 6 of 11 from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's kind of been gone by the wayside in terms of our attention as compared to all of the other shooting deficiencies they've had. But he makes the 2nd, but Juniata just 58% from the charity stripe, 7 to 12. So obviously not enough that even if they had made all 12 of them, that it would make a sizable difference at this point. But still,
good steal.
Yon.
That's probably a good call.
Yon gets tagged with the call there. Kind of almost got the ball away from Buckley, but a little bit too much hand. Kind of holding Buckley back as he tried to corral the steal there. So that'll be a personal against Yon. First personal for him. Ruoff.
Don't leave him.
Screen from Nealon. Schiffler does well, immediately get in his face. Buckley had a minute there, but ends up with a travel. Kind of got caught up. He thought he had a chance to maybe pull up for 3 for a second. I think it just got in his head.
Yeah.
But that is Catholic's 15th turnover of the game. So despite how astonishingly good their execution has been in a lot of other aspects, they have been loose with the ball tonight. Littles Jr. into Bilger, guarded tightly by Intamwa, forces the ball back out beyond the arc. Yon will drive, kicks out Bilger, long 2, just off. He can hit from there, he's got good touch. Would like to see him, maybe it's something he develops over his career, obviously just the 1st year, but he's got good touch from deep too. You'd like to start maybe converting some of those looks into 3-point attempts if you're going to shoot from that far out. Anyway, might as well have it be 3. Haven't had a really distance shooting big man here at Juniata in a very long time. Obviously Chase Husted did most of his damage from inside the painted area, which of course he was very, very good at doing. It's going to be Peter Galeen, foot on the line there. So another turnover for Catholic, 16th of the game. But with Bilger's great size at 6'8", he certainly having that kind of shooting dynamic in his offensive arsenal make him a big weapon for the Eagles in the years to come. Nealon to Buckley, in Tamois. Out to Nealon, he's open. Again, he makes no mistake.
No. Yeah, when he gets a chance to release it, he's gonna make it most of the time. And he's up to
seven made three-pointers for Nealon. Total of 23 points.
Yep.
23 points for the young man,
Yep.
along with five assists as well.
7 of 9 for 23 points with just the one field goal outside of inside the three-point line. So
I mean, it's
even if you're playing tremendous defense, when you got a guy shooting like that, it's going to be hard to.
I mean, it's clinical. I mean, the release, it looks almost identical every time, so it's very impressive. Great mechanics. I mean, he's making the open looks as you want from any player that you're going to coach.
Right. Yeah, what a show he's put on here tonight. If you're watching, you're watching this and you're seeing it live on the screen just like we are here, and it's just been impressive to watch. And it's not like Juniata's not playing defense. I mean, there have been a couple, but mostly it's been somebody's been around, and it's a quick release. He's ready to shoot the basketball, and
I think lost in that is the quality of the passes.
Right.
We mentioned it going into the end of the first half, but Catholic has 16 assists now, so 16 of their 24 made field goals have been assisted. I mean, that's a high percentage, and it speaks to being able to release a shot quickly. So much of that has to do with where you catch the pass.
Right.
And so these players are feeding their shooters in spots where they can get their shot up right away, exactly where they want it. Right. Hardy manages to draw a foul there on the drive. Goes against Peter Galeen, so second personal for him. Send Hardy to the line to shoot two, but
yeah, I mean it's
because Catholic has not been this reliant on the three for much of this season. They've not been especially prolific from downtown. Now Nealon has been a 50% shooter on the season,
right,
but less than 100 attempts for him before this game in 13 contests. There are other teams, other shooters that are shooting a lot more than that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But whether it was something that they game planned for or it has just happened serendipitously, Catholic is winning this game almost entirely on the three, especially down this stretch here in the second half. Charlie Hepting there misses inside, covered by Bilger. Yeah. He does get gets his own miss, ends up getting in position, a nice hook shot.
Well, and it has not been Juniata. That's going to stay for White. That's a block, a foul, illegal.
So Bilger missed the mid-range there, but
displacement.
Hurley was fighting for the rebound there, gets displaced by Matthew Gorman.
That's a good call.
One of the first-year starters. The only first-year starter for Catholic, in fact.
Another shot block.
Yep, another shot block. Justin Green drives, kicks, Ruoff.
Nope.
Off. He's made a couple tonight, but that one's off the mark. Aiden Hurley thought about trying to make one. Instead, passes to William Littles Jr. A nice driving layup there. Foul called on Aiden Hurley. It's preventing his man from cutting on the inbound play there. Kosak returns to the game for Juniata, while Ruoff goes to the bench for Catholic. Ethan Hines back in for the Cardinals. He collects the inbound.
So what Juniata wants to do right now in terms of, they look at this last 8.5 minutes. You want to You obviously it would take a miracle to win this game, but what you want to do is get so that you're getting some confidence for that game coming up on Saturday. Get some things going, run your offense, get some baskets. They've been playing solid defense. The fact that it's only 64 for Catholic the way they've shot is not that bad, actually.
That is truly the case, and again, that somewhat can be contributed if Juniata has a couple opportunities there. Hurley missed a 3. What can be attributed to those 17 turnovers for Catholic.
Right.
You know, they've given up a number of possessions where they could have added some points.
Right. And Juniata has had something to do with some of this.
Oh, absolutely.
And 7 steals, and Juniata does not make it easy on you.
And narrowing that rebound battle, which is currently 31-16 in favor of Catholic, and just trying to get those shooting percentages up a little bit has to be the goal for the Eagles here in the final 8 minutes, 4 seconds. Right. Especially with Catholic is not taking the foot off the gas with the players on the floor.
Right.
They're leaving their first unit in here. Juniata is still obviously continuing to rotate as they have done all season. But you got a chance to, obviously you've fallen a fair distance behind here against a team that you always expected was going to be a really tough challenge. You got a chance to continue to measure yourself here against one of the teams that is the cream of the crop here in the Landmark. You've seen them for much of the game now. I'd like to see if that can translate into a little bit of execution here.
5 on the shot clock.
Have to pull up. Griffith steps in, probably had time to get a little closer. He got his defender up in the air. As it is, the mid-range is in and out. Buckley handles, kicks out to Justin Green. Ethan Hines back to Green, into Intamois, guarded by Malcolm Griffith. His hook shot's off the mark, but rebounded by Green. And again, some of it is, there's just a lack of finding guys on the box out as Buckley comes in and high off the glass for the finish there. Trayon will drive in. He gets around Gorman, but Gorman does enough to throw off the layup, and Hines quick in transition the other way. He'll finish. Kosak did well to run back and contest and do it cleanly. Well, we're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout after the basket. Juniata rushed it in, but
30-second timeout for Catholic there, so they may see if they make some lineup changes out of the break here, but as it is, Catholic 69, Juniata 31, 6:35 to go here in the second half.
Yep.
Catholic shooting 60% from the floor, 60% from downtown, 27 of 45, 12 of 20 from three-point range. However, just 3 of 7 from the foul line, so just 43% there. Obviously haven't had to go to the foul line a lot because they've been making so many shots.
Big upper division, upper level of the league battle. Wilkes 72, Drew 65 with 6 minutes to play there. And Susquehanna and Lycoming, Susquehanna's going to win it. They're up 79-57 with 5 minutes to go.
Catholic will certainly be intrigued. If Wilkes can hang on and win that game, obviously this Catholic team just dropped their first landmark game of the season against Drew over the weekend. Those are two teams that are going to be expecting to maybe see each other again in landmark postseason play. And obviously will potentially be fighting with each other for the #1 seed here as we get down the stretch of the regular season. Somehow
they decided
Tim Dunham there, they did not call a foul or a travel, just let him go, and the shot is ultimately missed. Morris Ivory's going to pull up long 3. It's off the mark, rebounded by Peter Galeen. Ryan Pegg is in the game for Catholic, so a new face for the Cardinals. Nice offensive board by Dunham there, but he's stripped. Meanwhile, Trey Yon does well to get down quickly and finish through contact, guarded by Ethan Hines, giving up a fair bit of size there, but Yon's had a couple nice finishes in the painted area.
I think I gave the wrong women's score earlier. It says Juniata lost 90-74.
It may have been
a bigger score.
It might have been the end of the third quarter when you read it out. It might just
been.
not have been updated yet. But
so
Andrew Niels also into the game for Catholic. And Cephas Wilson Bahoon on the floor. So some fresh faces in the game for Catholic. Some minutes for some young players for Aaron Kelly's squad.
Catholic, by the way, averaging 74 points a game as a team, so they're in line to score what they would normally score.
Well, Pegg's off the mark from downtown. Griffith corrals it. Yeah, I think the big difference is Yon, another nice driving layup. He's got another gear when he puts on the afterburners. You know, especially early on in the season, he's been more of a pass-first guy, but got to think as he grows, gets more comfortable, that he'll start to demand that shot more often. So he's been able to convert it. Don't know how that wasn't a travel, but Peter Galeen all ends up getting passed around. Galeen catches under the basket. Stuff there by Hardy. If Juniata hadn't recovered, it would have been a shot clock violation regardless, but Yon with the ball finds Griffith. Griffith, nice pass, cutting Morris Ivory. Easy finish there, a nice find from Griffith, and I think that's something we've picked up in particular in the times when we've seen Griffith playing some of the games he's had lately. He's got a good eye, he's a good playmaking eye for
and he's
a first year.
He's gonna, he's only gonna get better, as they say, and this is it's a big jump from playing at the high school and traveling level to Division III level. On a night-by-night basis, it's a much different situation. And right now, what you have to look at, Greg Curley's down there talking to that team, and they're all in there. They know that this was going to be a tough assignment tonight. Did not go their way. Catholic making just a lot of shots, and it gets obviously disappointing when that happens. But right now, what you're doing is getting ready for Drew. You're going to Drew on Saturday. You know that's going to be another tough game, but right now you need to finish with some positives to look at and say, hey, these were the good things we did. This is what we can take away. And no matter what, we knew Catholic was a good team. They're a good team. So,
I think especially as this team, obviously, still without a win, which I'm sure is tough, is weighing on everybody's mind. But as they continue to eye some of those games down the stretch in the latter into February, try to pinpoint opportunities where they can maybe start to get in the W column.
Right.
Some of the play and the execution and the lessons you take from these games here against some of the top teams in your conference, they're going to hope that they will be of a benefit to this team.
And not that the stats give you all the pictures, but, obviously a 38-20 deficit in rebounds gives you an idea. Okay, this is something that we know we can improve. We can improve that.
Peter Galeen misses a couple of three-point opportunities during that sequence. Morris Ivory, nice backdoor cut. Melchizedek Jonas' pass is deflected, they say. Last touch by Catholic. So Juniata will keep possession. Inbound into William Littles Jr. To Trey Yon, Morris Ivory. All first years on the floor for Juniata right now. Trey Yon, nice drive. Oh, just can't quite get the finish, but draws the foul. against Peter Galeen. Now, Jan quietly has had one of the better nights of his young career. 9 points, 4 of 7 from the floor, 4 rebounds and an assist. Chance to get into double digits here, but we've seen some nice things. Obviously, he is undersized.
Yeah, he's got to make up for it with quickness and smarts, as they say, right?
Well, we've definitely seen him do that, and especially with Mason Hardy as a senior this year, Coach Curley is going to be looking for who's the long-term successor to running this offense. I think Jan is doing well to make a case for himself to be in consideration going forward as he makes the second free throw. That pass there, deflected by Griffith and Jonah, retrieved by Jan. Griffith finds Littles Jr. Back into Griffith. He's going to turn around off the glass, but off the mark. Guarded by Tim Dunham.
I don't want to jinx the defense. Catholic's been stuck on 69 here for a while.
That has been the case. Obviously, none of their scoring is on the floor right now.
Right.
But Juniata also running an all-freshman lineup at the moment. So Ivory ends up picking up the foul. Dunham couldn't finish there, but he'll go to the line. Shoot a pair. Some more substitutions getting ready to come in for Juniata.
Shooting foul has number 34, Dunham, to the line. 2 shots for the Cardinals.
First is good for Dunham. As Juniata substitutes the whole line. Tyler Lapatina in the game for the first time for Juniata. Joe Watson, Benjamin Landisman, Nico Campbell, and Elijah Kiyoko. All on the floor for Juniata now. Well, Dunham missed the second free throw. Watson kicks to Landisman, Nico Campbell, Lapatina, Kiyoko. Finds Landisman, he's gonna take a 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Peter Galeen. Minute 30 to go here in this game. Obviously has not really been a contest for a while now. Dunham pulled up from 3, was off the mark. Owen Moynihan on the floor for Catholic now. Ryan Pegg kicks out. Peter Galeen, he's off the mark. Rebounded by Elijah Kiyoko. Kicks to Joe Watson.
Juniata's men will be on the road for 2 straight league games after tonight at Drew Saturday, then at Susquehanna on Wednesday before returning home Saturday, January 25th in the second game of the league doubleheader against Scranton.
Nico Campbell was off from 3 initially. It was rebounded by Tyler Lapatina. Campbell then misses a second 3-point attempt there. Catholic, other possession here. Under 30 seconds on the game clock now, under 20 on the shot clock. So technically, either going to have to get a reset for Catholic or Juniata's going to get the ball back. But a nice little sequence there for Catholic to finish out. See if it's Wilson Bahoon. Drives in, dishes off. Juniata. See if they can churn up any look here in the final 5 seconds. They may just dribble it out. Looks like that's Nico Campbell shoots. Didn't count anyway.
That's the buzzer.
And final score here, Catholic 72, Juniata 38.
Team statistics, Catholic shot 50% from the floor, 28 of 56, 12 of 26 from three-point range for 46%, 4 of 9 at the line. Juniata was 10 of 49 from the field, 2 of 13,
13 of 49.
Oh, I'm sorry, 13 of 49, 2 of 13, 10 of 16 at the line. As we talked about, it was a big edge in rebounding Catholic, 44 to 24.
Wow.
They had 12 offensive rebounds of 5. A lot of those were later in the game.
I mean, even the defensive rebounds is arguably worse. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, Juniata missed a lot of shots. There's a lot of rebounds to get, but 32 defensive boards for Catholic.
Yeah. And the turnovers, actually, Catholic ended up with 19 to Juniata's 12. Juniata definitely took care of the ball the second half. I think, what was it, 11 in the first half for Juniata?
Yeah, so only one turnover.
Only one turnover, so that was a good thing. And for Juniata, Trey Yawn hit double figures with 10. Mason Hardy had 7. And for Catholic, and I think you can run down those, Nealon, obviously.
Sean Nealon, Nealon did not play really for probably about the last 8 minutes, but finishes with 23 points, 8 of 10 from the floor, 7 of 9 from downtown. So an incredible long-range shooting display for Nealon. Also led the team with 5 assists, so responsible for a lot of points.
Right.
2 rebounds. Jamie Intamwa was 8 of 11 from the floor, scored a lot of his points in the second half, had 9 in the second half after getting 8 in the first, so finishes with 17 points, 3 rebounds and assist. Dan Buckley and Charlie Hepting each with 5 rebounds to lead the team. Buckley was also in double figures with 10 points, 3 assists.
I think we had a big rebounder here at the bottom, right? Yeah.
Yes, that would be Justin Green, who scored just 2 points, but actually, yes, got 11 rebounds, so he led the team for Catholic with 11 rebounds. But so this result will see Catholic improve to 11-3 overall, 6-1 in the landmark. Juniata falls to 0-14 overall, 0-7 in the landmark conference. As you mentioned earlier, they're on the road for the next couple of games. Drew and then Susquehanna before returning home to face Scranton Saturday the 25th.
Right. So really, it's a tough stretch here. Juniata will be on the road 3 of their next 4 games, and having 2 top teams, Drew and Susquehanna, then having Scranton come here to before the at Elizabethtown trip on Wednesday the 29th. So. Well, and then actually, if you go into February, the first February Saturday is at Wilkes. So this is a rough stretch here, and it's going to test a young team, and already dealing with some of the challenges of being winless and in a very tough conference. And this is where you're going to find out a lot about your team.
Well, either way, impressive showing from Catholic tonight. Get back in the win column, and Juniata continues to seek out that first win. Hopefully, from a selfish point of view, I hope it comes at home. We might get a chance to see it, but obviously we'd just like to see them get one on the board, but the team finding some improvements throughout the season in different ways, and we'll see what the rest of the season yields for the Eagles. Thank you for joining us this evening for Landmark Conference basketball action here on Flow Sports. I've been Matt Shalaba.
And I'm Joe Shalaba saying so long from Juniata College. Once again, the final score tonight was Catholic 72, Juniata 38. Good night, everyone.